All right. Everybody, welcome to Boosie Speaks. I told you already, we are using the hashtag Boosie Speaks. This is all being streamed live on boosiespeaks.com. Again, everyone, please put your phones on silent. And we are going to get started. Now, I'm Angela Yee from the Breakfast Club. You can also hear me out here in New Orleans on Q93. So shout out to everybody here from Q93. What's up, Webby? All right, and I'd like to welcome Boosie's family. His family is here. And everybody from Trill Entertainment. You can see Webby's here. Bun B is here. Jeezy's here. So we're going to have a good time. You know, Mardi Gras just passed, and we are having a celebration. This is a celebration. We are welcoming Boosie. He's home, so. Shout out to everybody from Atlantic Records that's here right now in the building. Mike Kaiser right there. What's up, Kais? Okay. Now, today you are going to get to ask questions, and I'm going to ask some questions too. We're moderating this. Also, we took some questions from off of Twitter. We have a lot of press people here, and I just want to thank everybody for coming out. Thanks to, you know, I'm happy to be here. I think this is a monumental occasion for everybody who's a fan of Lil Boosie, and I'm sure all of us in here are fans and are supporting his career. So we are streaming worldwide, like I said, and we are going to discuss some things with Boosie. He is in the building, so let's get ready for that. But in the meantime, we do have Bun B here. What's up, Bun?
How you doing, Angela?
And we would love for you to say some words. You know, obviously, the first time I ever met Boosie was with you when I was at Sirius. You brought him up to the show. You brought him and Webby up to the show. So I know you've known him since the beginning of his career. So it would be great if you could get up and say some words about Boosie and what it means for Boosie to be home.
Oh, absolutely. I don't need a microphone, bro. Okay. How's everybody doing today? All right, first of all, I want to thank everybody that came from out of town to support us today. This is a big day for Trill Entertainment. This is a big day for the family of Lil Boosie, and this is a big day for hip hop. There's been a lot of people, unfortunately, in hip hop that have been incarcerated, and because of the system, we haven't been able to keep these people's movement alive. We haven't been able to keep people's names fresh, but we've been blessed to the fact that the people stood up and the people wanted to make sure that when Boosie came home, that he knew that the streets loved him, they was waiting for him, they appreciate him, and they support him. So again, I want to thank all the regular people that are here, all the news media that are here today, but most importantly, I want to thank the hip hop community for being here and standing in arms with Lil Boosie. So a lot of people trying to put salt in the game right now. You'd be surprised to see how many people don't want to see a young black man come home from prison and succeed. But we're going to put an end to that kind of talk, that kind of mentality. We're going to show people the reality is that when you keep it 100 with the people will wait as long as possible to stand up for you. They waited years for Mandela. They waited years for Pimp C. They waited for Pac. And they waited for Boosie. And Boosie is home, and we can't be more than happy for that. You know what I'm saying? So on behalf of the family, on behalf of the record company, on behalf of the game, I want everybody to make sure that we give Boosie a nice, warm welcome home. You know what I'm saying?
Thank you so much, Bun. And we also have Young Jeezy here. Now, Young Jeezy is the Senior Vice President of A&R at Atlantic Records, also a Def Jam recording artist. And, you know, we were all out with Boosie last night for dinner, and I would love for Jeezy to get up and talk about the importance of Boosie to the hip-hop community, to everybody in general, and just welcome him home as well.
What up, though?
Give it up. Give it up.
Yeah. Which one up? Check, check. Oh, what up, though? How everybody doing out there, man? First of all, I want to say, you know, Boosie, we miss you, your family, your friends, the streets, everybody, man. I remember talking to Boosie while he was incarcerated, and one thing I give him is that he never at one time ever made me feel, or I never heard him feel like the system broke him. Every time I talked to him, he was in the highest spirits, and every time I talked to him, he just talked about coming home. And I remember I used to tell him, I said, yo, Boo, these people out here waiting on you, man. And he'd be like, no, young. I'd be like, no, they waiting on you, homie. So to see, you know, my brother come home, I done did everything from Boosie, from giving out toys to the kids in Baton Rouge. I was going to Houston one day for a show, and Boosie called me on my tour bus, and I had to bust a U-turn and go all the way back to Baton Rouge and pass out tours with the kids. But just to see what he did for his people, his community, man, we just want to welcome him back home. It's a big day for hip-hop. Mama Boosie, you know, she used to come see me when he was down. Him and the kids, TQ, man, y'all doing a great job. And all I got to say is, man, welcome home, Boosie. We miss you, bro. Real talk.
Thank you, Jeezy. And this might be unexpected, but I would love if Webby, since you're here, come on, Webby. You gotta welcome your man home. You got to. I would love for Webby to get up here. Come on, Webby.
Hey, everybody, man. Come on, they told me I want to sit by you. They told me I wasn't going to have to talk. How everybody doing? For real, I'm going to start it off first with God real. God real. If you can be whatever you want to be, tell the kids that. You can be whatever you want to be. But anyway, you can ask, I'm scared. You hear? Anyway, you can ask Boo, he'll tell you. It's nobody, I don't care what. But anyway, I told him. I say, Boo, it was stuff. They were talking about life and all that stuff. I say, man, God, I talked to God, bro. I say, you coming home, bro. I say, the thing is be ready when you get here. So when you get out. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
You was really holding it down for him, though. I would say while he was locked up, I would say you definitely was holding it down for Boosie. That's why I felt it was important for you to say some words. Was last night the first time you saw him since he came home?
Yeah. Well, come on, man.
All right.
Y'all can't make a fool.
You sat in the chair. You sat in the chair.
Oh, I can sit here, babe. I'm a king. The leader. Straight up, for real though.
But no, when we think of Boosie, we think of Webby. When we think of Webby, we think of Boosie. So I think it's only fitting for you to welcome your brother home.
I definitely understand. Everywhere I go. If my name come up, his name come up, his name. And yes, I'm just happy. I don't care what happens.
Right.
You know, I'm gonna tell him again. Excuse my language. I say, Boosie, man, them niggas pussy. Come on. And look, here we go. So B, you can listen to me. Give me a hug. B, you can listen to me, or you can. You know, me and B, that's my brother for real, man. Talking about fights, all that. Rest in peace to Bleak. I told him a lot of people ain't gonna be here when you get back, man. But I'm gonna be here. I said, thanks. And rest in peace to Bleak. Rest in peace to my little brother Fat. He was a part of the Trill family. Rest in peace to Spade. He was a big motivational person to me and Boo. Everything. Let's come on, man. Let's make it happy, man. Let's be good today.
All right, let's do it.
Let's do it. What we doing next? I'm out here. Let's go.
All right, thank you. Okay. Now we also have Little Boosie's mom here. And that would be great for his mother, who clearly has known him longer than all of us, to come up here and say some words. So, give it up for Boosie's mom.
Miss Hatch, and I just wanted to thank everybody, all the supporters, everybody that helped us. But most of all, I always give praises to God, because I know if it wasn't for him, we wouldn't be here. So again, I just thank you, and get ready for him, because everything is moving now in the right direction. Thank you.
Now, I know everybody has a lot of questions about what happened with Boosie legally, how he ended up going to prison. So what we're going to do is we do have his lawyers here today. So any questions that have to do with him going to prison, the case and all of that, and there's still some ongoing things, we'll talk to the lawyers about that. We're not going to address Boosie about that specifically because he can't really comment on it, but we do have his lawyers here, so let's welcome them. We do have Roy Mann, Carl Moore, and James Johnson.
Yeah, there's two here.
Hey, now come on, let's get them to the one in the second level.
Nah.
But the one by the elevator.
They ain't got no cover. You know what?
We can hear you.
People gonna see them out there.
So all of this is going to be just addressing basically what happened with Boosie and his case and all of that. So if you want to break it down, for us, that would be great.
Thank you very much. I appreciate the opportunity to be here today and to speak on behalf of Boosie, the Trill family, and Atlantic Records. Roy Mann First, I'd like to say to Atlantic Records, thank you very much for the support that has been rendered to us, both in the past and in the present. They've made Boosie's Coming Home easy, they've made it smooth, and there are great things that have been put in place and in store for him in cooperation of Trill Entertainment and Atlantic Records. I'll quote Craig Cowman, the co-COO of Atlantic Records, wherein he said, "We bet the building on Boosie." And I'm glad to hear those words. Some of you may have heard that last Wednesday Boosie was released following 52 months of incarceration. Upon his release, he has served all of the time that is required of him of all the criminal offenses of which he has been responsible during the term of his life. Now, his release is not without conditions. He is currently on probation and will remain on probation possibly as long as 4 more years. He has a hearing coming up in court this Thursday. These gentlemen will speak to those issues, but at that time, it's a routine matter. It's nothing regarding any offense that he may have committed. It's nothing regarding any charges that are hanging over his head. He knew when he came out that he would have a period of probation. In connection with that, he reports to the court. The court will hear, hopefully identify with the circumstances of his career, and will give him the opportunity and the leniency that he needs to go out and to make the most of the opportunities that await him. Boosie's return has been highly anticipated. He is today one of the most well-known and one of the most trend-setting artists in the urban community. We're very, very thankful to have him as part of the Trill family. I know that Boosie has a supportive family, and they're going to help him to be successful in what is ahead. His mother, Connie Hatch, I heard last night, just recently retired from a long tenure in education. Teacher or principal, 30 years? 30 years. She just recently retired. I know that she will be missed because she was an icon at the schools where she worked. Boosie's brother, particularly to Corey Hatch, I want to make sure his name is mentioned. He's been someone likewise who has been supportive of Boosie and has worked very hard to be sure that now that he's home, the most can be made of the opportunities that are there for him. In the words of a song that's out there right now, spinning wildly on the radio, it's time to show the world. There'll be questions at the end, but right now we'll turn the mic over to these other gentlemen for some remarks.
There you go, bro. Good afternoon. I'm here with Attorney James Johnson to speak on the criminal side of Mr. Hatch's situation. He's here today based on the work and the programs that he completed while in custody. He was scheduled to be released in November, but due to his hard work and all the programs that he completed, he's been released, as he mentioned earlier last week. There is a hearing this Thursday, like he mentioned, that's routine, and he's totally compliant with all of the things that he's being required to do as far as parole and probation.
Just want to reiterate